So we talked about the tenses of the indicative, which is a particular mood. Now we're going to talk about the infinitive. Now all of those tenses and the indicative and subjunctive in general we refer to as finite verbs. Let me get my pen here. We refer to those verbs that have person, number, tense, voice, mood as finite verbs. And finite comes from the Latin word finis, which means boundary. So when we talk about the infinitive, we're actually talking about an unbounded verb. That is, it is the abstract idea of the verb, or what some people might say is, and what I like to refer to as it's a verbal noun. It's a noun being used as a verb, or a verb being used as a noun, rather. In English, to go, right, or going are both verbal nouns. So I like, what do I like? I like to go, or going is good. There, going is the noun, the verb is, and it's good. So we're going to talk just briefly about the infinitive. Now, infinitives have tense and voice, right? They can have a tense. So I can have present tense, to go, or the perfect tense, to have gone, or the future tense, to be about to go. So we have our present infinitive, our perfect infinitive, and our future infinitive. And we'll talk about how to form these in Latin later. Now, the key is just to get the idea of what these tenses look like in English. And all of these, notice that the action, the subject is doing the action. So to go, to have gone, to be about to go. These are active voice. So infinitive, tense, and voice. Or we can have a passive infinitive. So to hit. So the present passive infinitive, to be hit. Or the perfect passive, to have been hit. Or the future, to be about to be hit. You'll notice that in the passive, all of these forms have some form of the verb to be as a helper. And you'll notice also that future infinitives in English are quite unwieldy. In Latin, you'll find them much easier to use and form. So infinitives have tense and voice, but because they are unbounded, they have no person or number. They're not bound to a particular first person, second person, or third person.